Hi, it's me, John. This being my first YouTube video, I figure it's probably a good idea to lay out exactly what this channel is going to be about. The banner says it all, really. It's going to be about making comics, the do's and don'ts, the hows and whys, anything and everything that has to do with being a comics professional. That's it. Pretty simple, right? But Johnny, you might be asking, that's kind of broad. It is. There's a ton of channels that talk about comics and making comics and storytelling and the basics of drawing and yada yada yada. Listen, I know. But this channel will have my perspective on all those things. So again, my name's John, and I'm a comic book artist. I've been working in the industry for a little over 10 years now. I've done work for Zuda Comics, Image Comics, IDW, and most recently, Webtoon. I was nominated for an Eisner for 1 Week in the Library, ting, which was a graphic novel I did with William Maxwell Prince over at Image. For the past 4, going on 5 years now, I've been working on my original Webtoon series with Justin Jordan and Micah Myers, and that's Urban Animal. Ting! It's my most high-profile project yet, and that's the time-lapse I've chosen to share with you folks in this video. See here? See? I drew that pretty well. Okay there. Not too bad. Anyway, even though I'm pretty eager to share some knowledge, air quotes, on drawing and stuff, this won't be your standard educational channel per se, though I do intend to do tutorials from time to time. However, my caveat to this is that, well, I'm not an educator. I just really enjoy drawing. And I've been lucky enough to have people continue to be interested in my work and hiring me for jobs over the years. I've been very fortunate to have worked full-time in comics since 2008, and it's 2022 now. Over that time, I've developed my way of doing things, be it character design, storytelling, and all the nitty-gritty that goes into making sequential art. I'm not going to sit here and say it's the right or wrong way, but it's what works for me. And if you're interested, I'll be shedding light on some of those processes here. If there's any specific topic you want discussed, please feel free to leave a comment or question below. If I have answers to give, you'll get them. If I don't, I'll at least give you a funny answer, I guess. In fact, like and subscribe while you're at it. If you're simply a fan of my work, I really appreciate you being here. I hope you find my content enjoyable. That said, I imagine a good number of people visiting this channel are probably interested in becoming comic artists themselves. So, for you, I'll be offering my perspective on the artist lifestyle, the fun and not so fun stuff about that. I'll also discuss the comics industry as a whole, I guess, or at least what I know about it from experience, and daily struggles of being an artist, daily triumphs as well, breaking in, and perhaps more importantly, staying in. You see, when you're an artist still starting out and interested in making comics for a living, it's not very easy to figure out where to go or what to do. In fact, it can be pretty damn hard. At least, that's how it was for me. It was fairly simple learning how to draw. Resources for that were everywhere, especially when you have decent internet access. But all the learning and sharpening of skills, that's just phase 1, baby. Once you have the basic skills required for creating comics, you need to start thinking about phase 2, and that's getting hired to do comics, which there isn't necessarily a lot of information about. I'll be trying my best to make this channel as useful as possible to this crowd, the phase 2 crowd, the intermediate artists, if you will. Now, you already know how to draw faces. Your anatomy is solid. You don't run away from backgrounds. Heck, you even have a good handle on perspective. Fine. We get it. You already know how to be an artist. Now, you're ready to be the next thing. A professional.